Hi everybody, I'm Kris Swiatocho.
And I'm Pastor Freddy Johnson.
And we're so excited because Labor Day is like less than, I think it's around 60 days from now. Freddy.
Oh my goodness, 60 days. Man, you need to get ready. It's going to be an exciting weekend.
And this is our 11th year, which we're amazed. It's the 46th year of the whole retreat that's been going on. And this year's theme is what, Freddy?
It is truth and lies.
Because I don't ever, I don't ever have anything. No, the enemy never lies to me or never says anything.
Well, he may not do that to you, but he lies to me all the time. And what I have found is the best way to deal with the lies that Satan tries to tell us is to combat it with God's word. And that's what we're going to do Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. And so often there's just, just such a variety of different kinds of lies, from relationship lies to stuff about your family, to your identity, to your value. And especially as a single Freddy. I mean, you were single until you're in your 40s. I am still single and never got married. And still, we deal with those lies from the enemy about our relationships, about our value, about whether we can be used as singles. But I would say you would even get challenged that as a married person. I mean, that's the enemy does this thing, right?
Absolutely. Satan is a liar, okay? That is the absolute truth about Satan. He is a liar.
Yeah, he is. I think there's a song about that, right? Yeah. So we're excited about Labor Day. We want you to come. You got to go to the website to learn all the different things that we're doing. Again, we have great excursions this year. A lot of people ask, what about the hurricane, whatever. There are some places, Chimney Rock, the actual park is open now, but the actual town is not, and that's okay. But we have lots of other places. The Apple Festival is back again. We love
fried apple pies, if you like fried apple pies, or if you've never tried one, you want to come and try one.
Yeah, and we're going to do hikes again. And then we have, of course, me and Freddy, we're going to be teaching, and we're so thankful that we get to teach. And Arcade Praise is coming back as well. And what's going to happen on Saturday night, Freddy?
Oh, man. If you like music and you like to laugh, Bean and Bailey are coming to our Labor Day weekend this year. And one of my favorite songs they do is called Who Paid in Your Cheerios? Only Heaven Knows. Now, they do it a lot better than I do. Okay,
yeah, thanks. I hope so, Freddy. Although, Freddy and I, we are known to do a skit that's actually horrible. And so we're
good at being horrible.
We will not let you down again. We will work on that skit as the opening of the Friday night. And then, of course, on Friday night, we have our silent auction, which we raise money to help offset expenses because we want to help people come to the retreat that can't afford to come. So we offset their expense by a little bit. And that depends on how much money comes in as donations and then how the silent auction goes. We have our t-shirts. They're available. Please order a t-shirt because we also, some of the proceeds from that also help our ministry. But then we also have our devotions on Saturday and Sunday morning for people who get up really early. Like people like him, like I don't get up really early.
Go shuffling. Here we go.
And then we have our breakfast, lunch, and learns. And you teach them, I teach them. Tell people what a breakfast, lunch, and learn is.
Well, it's a time where you come and sit around a table, have your breakfast or your lunch, depending on which meal it is. And we'll have several very gifted communicators about, some of them maybe have written a book recently, or some of them may be an expert in a particular area of single adult ministry. And you can go to their table, you pick and choose. You go to whichever ones you want to. I usually do a table called Just Ask the Pastor. And you can come and ask me anything you want, biblically, personal relationship, whatever it may be. And if I can help you, I'll be glad to do that. So in a sense, that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, and it allows us to be like in a breakout without taking your afternoon, so you can go and have some fun. And then, of course, we have our concert by Russell and Chrissy Johnson out on the back porch with rocking chairs, so people love that, a bonfire, and we do some games as well. And then on Sunday morning, it's always really special because, one, Pastor Freddy ends the teaching that morning with a message that's always very powerful, but we also have our charity emphasis, and that's something special to your heart this year.
Well, I'm originally from the Hendersonville area where Von Clarken is located, and this year our charity is ABCCM. It's a ministry in the Asheville area that has focused on inner city, all kinds of different missions, things out of this. And of course, with the hurricane and the fires that have been recently here in the Western North Carolina mountains, their ministry has just exploded. And the guy who started that is a guy that I knew years ago. And when it started, it was about that small. And God has just grown this thing into this huge ministry. And so that's who we're going to be focusing on as our charity.
In fact, I just shared on our Facebook page. If you're not on our Facebook page, please get on that. You can find that at the Labor Day Singles.org retreat. Our page where you'll see the little F for Facebook, and you click on there and join our page. But I just shared a story that they're doing. They're feeding 800 families a week. And they are asking for support. They're asking for people to come and join them and churches to partner with them, which I'm just excited to hear about because, again, we're seeing the work of God continue to help those that have been affected by the hurricane. And we're going to have hopefully a couple projects that people can do as a part of the excursion to help in Western North Carolina. But then also we have our prayer experience.
Wow. The prayer experience is something that usually over the weekend, it's one of the most powerful things that people talk about the most when they do the little survey at the end or whatever it may be. And the neat thing about it, it changes, the theme changes every year. It's about prayer, but it's in some kind of different way. And God is the one that shows up and makes it happen. And so we can't predict what's going to happen with it because we don't know ourselves.
Right. And then we also have a time of testimony, and we have more snacks, and people hang out. They play
snacks. Woo!
So, but here's the big thing I think of the whole weekend, and people, we keep doing it. We always just say we plan the year that's in front of us. We don't get ahead of God because we don't want it to become something like we're asking God to join us, but we're joining God in what he's doing. And so the weekend is powerful because we have people that come from all over. We average anywhere from 250 to 300 singles. They come from all the different states. And people come, some of them come with some really heavy struggles. They're in a church that maybe doesn't care about singleness. Maybe they've come out of a really tough marriage, or their spouse has passed away, or maybe they're still praying and hoping God is going to bring them someone special. And so I think what's so cool about Labor Day is people come, maybe by themselves, but they leave with friends. And some come with big church groups too, but we see a variety of different things and life stages that people have. And Pastor Freddy's a counselor. I counsel people. We've got Michelle as our counsel for the weekend. But we find a lot of our leaders, our prayer team, have made themselves available to talk with people. And I know, Freddy, you've been able to minister. You've just got story after story after story of people coming to you.
Well, I mean, again, as Kris has already stated, people come in all stages of where they are in their life. Some people are happy, content. Other people are struggling with relationships. They're going through physical problems, maybe financial issues. There's all kinds of things that all of us face in this life. And one thing that I want to say as a pastor who's now a lead pastor and been lead pastoring churches for several years, but I started out in single adult ministry, did about the first 15, 18 years of my ministry, was focused totally on single adults. And this weekend, if you're a single adult and maybe you live in a city or an area where churches don't really seem to pay much attention to you, this weekend is about you as a single adult. And you are valued by God. You'll be valued by the people that are here. Our leadership team, we have about 20 people or so on our leadership team. They all value single adults. And then Kris and I, hopefully you'll find that we love you and value as well.
Yeah, and you're going to hear the truth versus the lies. And so also, by the way, our weekend could not make it without support. People buying snacks or having snacks. So you can go into our wish list and clicking on that link and being able to order some snacks ahead of time that can be shipped to us. You don't have to bring, but you can also bake things and bring them, So, and then also our volunteers. We could not make it without our volunteers. And we ask people to serve 1 hour of one day. And so that is, you register, that link will be given to you and you'll find out more about that. And then just go to the website to learn, everything and all the things we're not, including the schedule and the cost and everything else. And we've got the nicer, newer hotels, which will sell out in the next month. And then we have our bunkhouse and you can camp out. And then we have rates for people who are local who want to come over and just attend, and not spend the night. So we try to think of everything. We try to think of you in mind. And I'm a single adult. So we've designed this to what we believe singles want. But we need you there. And you can't what, Freddy? You can't.
Well, what we know is this. We've been doing this, I think this is our 11th year or so, Kris and I doing it together. And God has showed up every year. He always does something incredible, but you can't experience it unless you're there. So go to the website right now, www.labordaySingles.org, and go in there and register. And we want to see you there. If you're coming for the first time, we want to meet you for the first time. If you're somebody that's come before, then we want to reacquaint ourselves with you.
And if you're watching this, you're a pastor or a leader, and you're like, I would like to bring a group, but I don't know how to go about doing that. We'd love to hear from you. Our contact information is on the website. If you're a pastor or your pastor would like to talk to Pastor Freddy or talk to myself, we'd love to talk with you and help you to bring, what your church may say, I don't know anything about these folks. I would like to meet them. So we want to help you in any way we can. But you know what? You got to go to the site. And if you need some postcards, I have a few. LaborDaySingles.org.
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 Singles.org.